Hello everybody and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Red. I am Irish Red, your host today, and we are going to work on a few things that we started on yesterday, or yeah, actually it would have been yesterday, today, whatever. So, what are we going to do? Well, we went to the end and we beat the end dragon, but we do not have a simple way of getting to the end. So, what I am doing is I am just cooking up just a couple of more tesseracts just so that we can have mobile power, because we are going to need some power. So there we go. And we're going to get deeper into a mod that we really haven't touched a whole heck of a lot on, and that is going to be RF Tools. Now RF Tools is a really awesome mod. It allows you to do a lot of things, but the main thing that we are mainly going to be focusing on are going to be matter transmitters, matter receivers, and the dialing device. So to get a dialing device, it is just one of these machine frames, which again is just some lapis, a couple of gold nuggets, and some iron. We have seen these before. So let's get, I don't know, let's get a couple of these. About 8 of them for now. The rest of our gold nuggets, that works. And then we need the dialing device, which is just some redstone, couple of redstone torches, and one of those machine frames. And we're actually going to need 2 of these, so let's get some redstone torches cooked up here, and we're just going to get, I don't know, about 20 of them, just so that we have them in reserve. There we go. And we will grab 2 dialing devices. Perfect. So now, from here, we need a matter transmitter, which is going to be 3 ender pearls, one of those machine frames, 2 redstone, 3 iron. Let's get 2 of those. And then we will also get 2 of the matter receivers, which is the same exact thing as the transmitter, except you flip-flop the ender pearls and the iron ingots. Cool. So there we go. We have a dialing device, we have a matter transmitter, and we have a matter receiver. We're also going to need some conduit for power, if we can spell that. Come on, Red. Get it together. And it doesn't have to be anything extremely fancy, so we can just use the standard enhanced energy conduit. That'll be plenty. And let's find a spot in our base here that we want to set this up. Someplace where we have access to some power, but we also have some room. So let's see what we have over here. Well, we should have power over here because that needs power. You know what? Let's go ahead and break apart this wall here just a little bit, because we might be able to just put everything right here. Nice and neat in this corner. Let's take a look and see what we got. Oh yeah, we got some power right here. Perfect. That'll work. So we will just get our enhanced energy conduit here. We'll just kind of run this out like so. And then we can bring this up like so. And do we want it there? I don't think we want it there, because we can actually make this look fairly nice and neat without having to use too many facades or anything. So let's go ahead and make sure that we're on power mode. There we go. And we will go ahead and break these 2 out here. And we're going to want to break out that one and that one. There we go. Then we can just run the conduit right up the center like so. And make sure that we come over like that. There we go. Something like that. Then we can just throw some cobble back in here. And then of course our, let's see here. Yeah, that'll work. If we go that and that, that's perfect. And then we can take one of our matter transmitters and put that right there. Now if you right click on the matter transmitter, it will open up the interface and we can give it a name, and as you can see it's getting plenty of power. So we're just going to name this home. Nice and easy. And there we go. So now if we look, name home. And if we get our dialing device, we're going to put it in the wall right here. It's getting plenty of power. Perfect. And if we open that up, we can see that we have home. And if we click on it, well, nothing happens. Well, that's because we don't have anywhere to go. So, we can favorite it, we can unfavorite it, and that's what I did there, just to make sure that, you know, that will always show up on our screen. So where do we want the receiver? Well, you know what, let's go ahead and put the receiver right here. And just kind of dig this up a little bit here. And we will run our conduit just right underneath all of this. Say right like so. And then of course we can put back our cobblestone there. And let's get one of our receivers. And we can go there. What we will also do is we will right click and we will name this home as well. Just like so. So now that's set to home and that is set to home. So what can we do with this dialer? Well, if we take a look inside the dialer, we can go home. And we can't do anything else. Why can't we do anything else? That's because we're going to need one more block. And that block is a block that I forget the name of. Let's see, that's home. Oh. Derp. If I remember correctly now, I think this actually has to be touching them. Nope. I have... There we go. It was because it was set to favorite. Yeah. So no, you don't need another block. You just need to not, you know, be extremely derpy like I am. So we can go ahead and set that back up there, and let's go ahead and put this back down here. And we can put that back up there like that. So now if we open this up, there we go. We can see that this is favorited or not favorited. And if we look, if we turn on this down here, that's why it wasn't showing up. This shows a list of all your favorites. So that's why it didn't show up. But if we click on home up here, and then we click down on home here, notice that these light up now. And we can either dial or we can dial once. If you dial, it will dial up and it'll stay connected. Dial once, it dials, and then once it's completed its transaction, it will shut down. So, what can we do with this? Well, let's go ahead and dial once. If we dial once, now we see this green beam here. And if we step into this green beam, whoosh, we are now on the matter receiver. And this will work anywhere, any dimension. And we can go 5 million blocks away and plant one of these down and come right back here to home. Now are you picking up what I'm laying down? So, we have our dialing device, our matter receiver, and our matter transmitters here. We have our test racks, which we technically only need one. I just made an extra one to err on the side of caution. Let's go ahead and head back out to the end. And it's going to be right out here, which we are not too far away from the portal, which again, I really can't believe that we are literally this close to an end portal. This is just kind of crazy. I've never been this close to an end portal. So we will come out here, and maybe we'll get lucky and it won't be in water, but of course it's going to be. So, but that's fine. Let's find it and see if we can get kind of dead center here. And we'll get hit by a concussion creeper. Gotta love it when that happens. There we go. We'll just kind of build that up like so. And let's come up here. And then this way we can just start getting attacked by zombies. We'll beat them up a little bit with our hammer. Why not? Sounds like a good plan to me. And get rid of that. There we go. Really? Probably should have waited for daytime for this, but that's okay. And of course we got another pool down here. Why wouldn't we have another pool down here? Now again, we wouldn't have to go through all of this ever again, which is nice. But this is going to take just a moment here to get down to it. So let's see what we can do to get down here, back down to the portal. That works. There we go. And perfect, that works for us. So if anything else falls down here, whatever, it'll just fall down to its death down here because it's definitely low enough. And let's go back to the end. There we go. So, now that we're back here in the end, we can come out and find a nice, quiet, comfy, cozy spot to set everything up. Now remember, we already have our portal here that we, got when we beat the end dragon the first time. So, we could theoretically set it up right here. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll go, say, right there, there, and there. Let's actually take that down one more level, just so it's a little bit easier. So now we can take our Tesseract, and we can put it, say, right there. And if we tune this in to main power, and we're going to want it to block everything except we want it to receive energy. Perfect. And then we did our conduit, and we can set our conduit like so. Now up here, we're going to set our dialing device, which is going to look a little bit funky. Yes, you can use a wrench as well to get stuff up with RF tools. So there we go. That's how we want it to look. And then we did our matter receiver there, and our matter transmitter there, and then we can put our end stone there. And look at that, it's all nice and neat. Really? I did not even look at you. Come on, fight me, bro. I took out your dragon. It ain't gonna take nothing to take you out. There. So now, if we take a look here, we can even name this. Let's say we name this the end. And we can rename this the end. So now, if we take a look, we can even favorite this. And if we take this and we click on home, and let's say we just dial it once, there's our green beam. We step in, start teleportation. We'll give it just a few minutes to load. There we go, whoosh. And look at that. We are right back home. How awesome is that? Now we can get back to the end whenever we want, for whatever we want, which there are quite a few things that we are going to want in the end. So let's go ahead and clean up our inventory a little bit here, get rid of the stuff that we don't need, like the heads, and we got some extra ender pearls. The algae we can just, completely toss. This cobblestone, I don't think we need anymore because, yeah, we covered up all of our holes here. Perfect. So we can put that away, and our stone brick, put away the coal. Let's go ahead and get our yet a wrench taken care of. There we go. We have our trash can here. We can just throw away the algae. We don't want that. We're also going to come over here and dump off our levels. There we go. And then we'll run upstairs real quick and just empty this stuff out into the system. How about upstairs, Red? There we go. We'll just dump this stuff in the chest here. Let it take care of it. Perfect. So now you may be thinking, Red, why would you want to go back to the end? Well, there are a lot of great things in the end. First and foremost, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need, believe it or not, some good old-fashioned Minecraft vanilla TNT. So let's grab a block of TNT. We're also going to need a lever. And we got one of those. Let's get a couple of those crafted up so we have them in reserve. We're also going to need some draconium. And we're going to need blocks. We can do, let's see here. I believe it's 4 blocks at a time. So there's that. We're going to need 4 blocks of draconium. And we're going to need these to be charged blocks. So let's actually go down to our reactor and charge these up. There's going to be a better way to charge these up that we will get to shortly. But for now, we're just going to charge them up right here. Oh, there's our resonant exchanger. And it really won't take too long to charge them up from our reactor here. So there we go. Now we have charged draconium blocks. Well, we have 2 of them. And in just a few moments here, we will have all 4 of them. There we go. And here comes the last one. Perfect. And of course the reactor will kick on like it did and restore everything. There it goes, topping everything off. Took it about 2 seconds flat to do that. Alright, perfect. So we got our 4 draconium blocks. This thing actually needs to come up here and stay in there. Well, I don't know why it was downstairs. Anyway, I was actually wondering where that thing went. Which, we have another one here. Huh. Anywho, let's go ahead and get our Draconic Evolution information tablet and take a look. Charged draconium blocks are used in the ritual of draconic resurrection and the ritual of awakening. Placing a draconium block in a charging device and 100 million RF later, you have a block, or you have a charged draconium block. Well, that's what we just did. That is what we are going to need. We are going to need to awaken and get awakened draconium blocks. In order to do this, we have to do a ritual from Draconic Evolution. Yeah, we've seen how to do it, yada yada yada, all this and that. See Dryden Heart page for details. Okay, we can do that. Dryden Heart. Drop a Dryden Heart on the ground and activate it with an explosion. Drop 4 to 16 draconic cores on the ground near the activated heart, 4 per charged draconium block. A few seconds after its initial activation, it will draw on nearby items towards it. Yada yada yada. Now quickly place the 4 blocks and go from there. So this ritual, you have to be kind of quick on your feet. So what kind of cores are we going to need for this? Well, let's take a look again because, well, I read it, I looked at it, I derped, and completely forgot draconic cores. So we are going to need actually 16 draconic cores. So let's see what we got in here. We might have enough. Draconic cores. Right there. We're going to need 16 of these, which means we're going to need 16 diamonds. And we're going to need some more draconium blocks. Or ingots, rather. So let's go ahead and get those. And make sure that that gives us our 16. It does. What about gold? Are we okay on gold? Nope. We'll get a little bit more gold crafted up there, and our diamonds. How are we on diamonds? Oh yeah, we got plenty of diamonds. So if we right click, we're gonna get 21 because we already had some draconium in there, draconium ingots. That's fine. We will use those eventually. So let's come back out here and figure out what we dropped, because I have been doing a few other things and I am used to Q and E being to strophe instead of A and D. So I've been pressing Q this entire time to try and go left, but it hasn't been working because, well, Q in Minecraft is to drop items on the ground. Bravo, red. So yeah, we're having some issues here with texture loading, apparently. Although it's kind of interesting to see what all is down there. Whoa. And, we're just gonna fall. Let's go ahead and get down here to ground level, see if we can kind of get some of this to clean up. There we go. Just kind of fill all that stuff in real quick. And because these blocks here are protected, there we go, come on, clean up. Thank you. Not exactly sure why these chunk loading errors are happening. But then again, it is a fairly large world. There's a lot going on in it. So, it doesn't really surprise me that stuff like this is happening. It will probably get worse and worse the longer we go in this world. Just because that's the way Minecraft is. It doesn't like it when you have a lot of stuff going on. So there we go. We'll also pick up any and all saplings that might be kind of chilling down here. Come on, load this stuff in. There we go. Alright, that's a little bit better. Alright, so let's put this stuff away. And now we need the heart. So let's grab our dragon heart. Right there. So now what we do with this is we take our block of TNT. And remember, these blocks are all well and good. There's nothing that's going to happen to them. So we take our block of TNT. Take a lever or a button or something. And we take off our ring of magnetization just to be on the safe side. We toss the heart. And we light the TNT. So now, the heart is up there. We toss down our cores, they get sucked up, and now we can place down our 4 charged blocks. And again, with this we want to back away because there are large explosions that happen with this. And as you can see, the heart is kind of spreading itself among the blocks, and there we go. We now have 4 awakened blocks of draconium. Just like so. Which equals 36 ingots out of 1 dragon heart. Not too bad, not the best either. So, we're 1 step closer to what we want to do, because in the next episode we will put these to good use, because in the next episode we are actually going to resurrect the End Dragon. Yes, that's right. With Draconic Evolution, you can bring the End Dragon back to life and beat the crap out of it yet again. And to do that, we are going to need the yet another ritual, and we are going to need the ritual stone. And I'm trying to find that for you guys right here. It is ritual. I wish there was a search in this, but unfortunately there is not. And it is going to be right there, Resurrection Stone. So we need a Draconium block, we need mob souls, we need a Wyvern core. If we take a look at the Wyvern core, and actually probably, nope. The Wyvern core is just Draconium, Nether cubes. This is why we needed a way to get plenty of Nether cubes. More Draconic cores. So yeah, you know, stuff is starting to get expensive, but the only way to get mob souls from Draconic Evolution is with either the Sword of the Wyvern, which, yeah, technically we could make, because that's just some Draconium ingots, a Wyvern core, and a Wyvern energy core around a diamond sword. That'll get you the Sword of the Wyvern. We're going to go straight for the Gusto. And we are going to upgrade that sword straight to a Draconic sword, which is going to take an Awakened core, a Draconic energy core, and some Awakened Draconium ingots. That is why we needed the Awakened Draconium blocks, was so that we can upgrade our sword so we have a higher chance of getting mob souls from the sword. In addition, the sword just does a heck of a lot more damage. We don't want to be sitting there smacking mobs around for, you know, days on end, you know, waiting for them to actually die so we can possibly get a soul from them. No, we want to be able to kill them AQAP and just move along, get the souls, call it good. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Like I said, next episode we will put this Awakened Draconic ingot to work for us, and we will start getting into some bigger, better end game content. But anyway, guys, if you liked the episode, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, as well as turn on your notifications by hitting that little bell icon. If you like the episode, give it a thumbs up. It helps me out and the channel out immensely by you guys, you know, hitting that thumbs up button and letting me know that you did like the the content that I am putting out for you guys. Also, don't forget that you can check me out over on social media, facebook.com/IrishRedGaming, or you can head over to Twitter and send me a tweet at IrishRedGaming. But anyway, guys, I hope you have an absolutely great day, and as always, I will definitely talk to you in the next video. See ya.